than today, we know the airlines have been lately on fire, and the whole group is going to be flush with cash, courtesy of the epic collapse in oil prices, which makes for huge savings on their number one cost, jet fuel. So we have to wonder, while the airlines, are they going to spend on upgrading, and will they upgrade their darn in-flight Wi-Fi service? That's the question that pops into my head when I think about ViaSat. It's a leading purveyor of satellite, ground, and space systems technology, and in particular provider of satellite-based broadband services to airlines like JetBlue and United Continental. Now, we've talked about the bare-knuckle battle to control the in-flight Wi-Fi space before, with Viasat using its superior technology and faster download speeds to fight against market leader Gogo. Now, we've been back and forth in these companies, but for the moment, I think all you need to know is that Viasat stock has basically done nothing. It's actually up 2% this year, while Gogo's down 34%. On Viasat's giving you an 18% gain since we last spoke to its CEO back on May 23rd and liked the stock. I think Viasat can go higher because their satellite-based service provides high-speed in-flight Wi-Fi that's actually worth using, while most of its competitors provide service that's so slow it makes you want to tear your hair out. Viasat can give you download speeds that are basically as fast as what you get at home. That's why it has the highest take rates in the industry, approaching 40% on long-haul flights versus something like 6% for the competition. Viasat's latest quarter, reported in early November, was basically in line after backing out the gains from the company's big legal settlement with SSL/L'Oreal. Viasat had $499 million in orders, bringing their backlog up to $1 billion, up 27% year over year. And to think, today's only the one-year anniversary of its launch of Viasat's Exceed in-flight Wi-Fi service. Plus, I like the regular consumer broadband net ads and the government business, which we got to find out more about. So let's take a closer look with Mark Dankberg. He's the chairman and CEO of Viasat. Learn more about his companies and where it is headed. Mr. Dankberg, welcome back to Mad Money.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for having me again.
All right, Mark, the last time you were on, the big buzz was that AT&T was going to move into your business with terrestrial, somehow with terrestrial machines that would make it so that everything would go faster. What happened to AT&T?
Well, in the in-flight Wi-Fi business, they decided that they wouldn't do that. In the terrestrial business, I think they're still talking about offering LTE-based broadband, which is okay. We can compete with that.
All right, now I'm trying to figure out if I'm an airline, I got a 10-year contract with Gogo, but all my customers, they're on JetBlue and they're saying, listen, I want to watch Netflix, and whoever's using the system they got in that JetBlue, I want that. Will the airlines be able to say, you know what? This is enough of a big game changer that we can find a way out around our contracts with Gogo?
Wow, that's really an issue between Gogo and its customers. But I think in general, if you look at something that becomes very, very material for the airlines, it has an impact on their competitive posture within the industry, that they'll find a way to work that out. And that's exactly the situation that we're trying to create, is to create something that's so good that it'll create that dilemma for them.
But there's still plenty of airlines that are greenfield for you, right?
Yes. One is, we have been in the in-flight business for a long time. We support thousands, literally thousands of government aircraft with air-to-ground, air-to-air communications, and satellite communications. We also do business jets. But what we were waiting for was to have the ViaSat-1 satellite and to have an airline that really wanted to use Wi-Fi as a way to engage with customers as opposed to just extract more money from them. And so that's what's happened about a year ago. And we're excited. We think that that's a really good ancillary market for us.
One of the things that I feel like we don't talk enough about when you're on is the government business, because the government business is big. And there's a moment in your conference call where you say that we experienced weaker demand that we've seen in a couple of areas, and you talked about the idea that the Middle East may not have as much, but I'm looking at ISIS, thinking that maybe ISIS makes it so they need more for the government. And then you mentioned cybersecurity. My thinking is that cybersecurity is so important. I want to know where Viasat fits in both fighting ISIS and in cybersecurity.
Okay, so those are both good areas. So on the fighting in the Middle East and all the insurgencies there, one of the main support services that we offer is in-flight connectivity for aircraft. And they can use that for surveillance on the ground and for communications. And especially when you have these types of insurgencies with lots of scattered action and you need good intelligence, that type of connectivity is really important. So it has been growing for us pretty steadily. There was a moment in time where it looked like it might get less, or there be less of a need for it, but that moment seems to have passed. On the cybersecurity side, that has been an area, again, that we've worked on for a long, long time. And one of, certainly the Sony issue has brought that to everyone's attention. One of the areas that's always been seen as an important area is secure infrastructure. And that would be electric utilities, power plants. And so one of the things that we're really proud of and excited about is we're bringing some brand new cybersecurity capabilities to electric utilities, and working with Southern California Edison here in Southern California as one of our first customers to test some of these new techniques.
Well, Mark, do we spend too much time talking about the in-flight because it's kind of sexy and not enough about this government and cybersecurity and military stuff?
Well, we look at them as all being related. The in-flight business is actually, so far, a small part of our business.
Right.
It fits really well with the things that we do. But the all come together. The things about connectivity in space, being able to secure things together, all of those things are the things that we've done for a long time that have helped us grow and have a really solid technical foundation for each of the businesses.
Well, it does
the
sound...
in-flight one, though.
Oh, I'm sorry, go
No, I
ahead.
was going to say, in-flight, everybody's excited about that because everybody flies and everybody's frustrated with connectivity. So we get a disproportionate amount of interest in that one.
Well, I think it's great. You guys obviously have the better mousetrap. You've had it the whole way. I want to thank Mark Dankberg. He's the chairman and CEO of ViaSat. Good to see you, sir.
Thanks again for having me on.
All right, guys, last time the stock was down a lot. It's come right back. And I got to tell you, if you have the better technology overall, I think you have to win. Mark Dankberg, chairman and CEO of ViaSat. I like the story. Stay with Cramer.